everybody. We made it to week 8, and I remember to unmute myself. Like, this is a big celebration. Like, I unmuted myself on time. And I'm doing it by myself because, y'all, these stimulus checks and drove everybody crazy. My assistant producer got her stimulus check. Guess who's not on the show today? She forgot that we had a show. She at the mall spending her money. So I'm running everything by myself right now. She and I gonna have a talk. But this stimulus check driving everybody crazy. Episode 8, y'all, we doing it. We having a good time. I'm just gonna warn y'all in advance. The guest I have on today, don't be alarmed at how much we abuse each other. I'll just say that. Both the guests on the show today, I have a special relationship with, and by special, I mean special relationship with. Everybody, I don't know how many people are going to be watching today because everybody's so excited about the stimulus check. But and spring forward, like it's staying lighter later. So I'm like, yay. So I'm excited to get the show started. Normally, I would bring Jade on and introduce her, but since she's at the mall spending her stimulus check, I'll just go straight into my guest. First up, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, he's actually not a comic yet. We're trying to push him to be one. He is one of the funniest people that I know. He's actually very smart as well. He works in IT for the airport. But he is my buddy, my pal, my friend, my brother. Let's give it up for CJ.
What's up, Holly? What's up, Holly? Can you hear me? Am I on mute?
CJ, how are you?
I'm good. I didn't get a stimulus check, so I'm gonna need to charge you $1,400 for this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you go ahead and try that.
I invoice you. Okay.
Invoice. So I miss you. I like miss you, man.
I know. I miss you too.
I mean, like, we talk junk, we have fun, we had a good party. I did get D and Dave some new games that we could play and stuff.
Okay.
I miss Heads Up. I miss everything. I miss our party. So yes, I miss you. I cannot wait to get back in public. Antonio said, "What's up, CJ?"
What's up, my guy? How that cold ass weather treating you in Chicago?
No, he's in Atlanta.
Oh, he's in Atlanta.
Yeah, and we can't talk about nobody.
Put a damn mask on.
We can't talk about nobody's cold weather. It's been cold here.
I know. Anyway,
I'm excited to have you on the show and see what you're going to be talking junk about. So I'll bring you back in just a minute. I'm going to bring on our next guest. Bring you back.
Right.
Oh, he disappeared for a minute. Yeah. So I thought I'd bring you on late. So like I said, Jay got her stimulus check and forgot she had a show. So we just going to let her keep forgetting she got a show. So we're going to bring on our next guest. This guy, he is a comic. He is hilarious. He's one of my, he doesn't like me to say friends because I haven't earned my friend place in his life, but he's one of my buddies. We've done scenes together, like a real dude, like real. He's helped me out a lot, just mentally and everything else. And love him to death as well. Let me bring on Titus Ricard.
Hey.
Hey, Titus.
Hey, what's going on?
You like the introduction? Like I said, I couldn't call you my friend. You friend-like. You friend-ish.
You've called me much worse things on the regular.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about, y'all? Right there. Like, I wish I could choke him out. What's going on, man?
So, can't call it, might spoil it.
He's so silly. So, you said you have a daughter, and you said her birthday's coming up.
Next month.
And how is having a teenage daughter? He's a single father of a teenage daughter. He doesn't like kudos for being a father, single father, because that's what they're supposed to do. But he's an amazing father. That's the last nice thing I'm gonna say about you today. How is it with her about to turn 18?
Did you say about to turn 18?
15. Hey, Kevin.
Oh,
15.
It's an adventure. I'll tell you that much. It's I'm learning a lot. I am learning a lot. It hasn't been as many mishaps as I thought. I had to adjust because I'm a single man, so I did single man stuff around the apartment. Walking around in my drawers and stuff. And
oh, poor. You her some help because she gonna surely need help after that.
No. We ain't had no. There was that. One time she almost. I just snuck out and get my do-rag because she was asleep. So I thought, and then when I was about 3 feet from the room, I heard her door slam open. And when I say I dove in my room, all she saw was a do-rag cake flapping in the wind. So, hey, but other than that, it's good, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, daughters need their fathers.
Yes, they do. Absolutely, they do. Okay, I'm gonna bring in, take you out a minute. I'm gonna bring in my assistant producer and let her have it for a minute, and then I'll bring you back. Okay.
All right.
I'm here. There's no reason to dwell in the past.
You've been drinking?
No, I have not.
Well, how are you?
I'm good.
Stimulus check. I forgot you had a job today. The thing is, y'all, I pay her. I'm going to embarrass her right now because I pay her. Your mouth dry, ain't it? Mm-hmm.
No, the thing is, I didn't even spend my stimulus check money. I spent.
It don't even matter. She got that check, y'all. Her brain got fried. She forgot she had a whole job.
I'm telling you, I didn't even spend that check. I spent hard that I made.
All right. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna talk about the first trivia. You want to do the first trivia? You need a little time.
No, I'm ready.
Okay. So, like I said, since we're talking about stimulus checks and how people are losing their mind with them, first trivia against my will. I didn't want to do this when Jade made me. How much do you have to make to not qualify for the stimulus check? We're giving away a $25 gift card to the first person who gives the correct answer. Again, remember the answers come in from Facebook and YouTube, so it's whatever first, whoever answers first on our side will win a $25 gift card. So, how much do you have to make to not qualify for the stimulus check? All right, you gonna give me some money, Jade?
I will.
Okay, you gonna when I do it today? Okay, well, I'm gonna bring my guests who were here on time in, and I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, Titus and CJ. Yes, I had to give it to her a little bit. You know, she late. We're supposed to be she late. So y'all, Kirk Franklin. Have y'all been keeping up with Kirk Franklin and everything that's going on?
Yeah, his son is a mess.
I heard a little something.
Well, I'll help y'all. Oh, Daniel Nesbitt said, Titus. You can see the comments, Titus. Okay, so I'll give y'all a little spoiler into the conversation. Here it is.
I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I did it.
Y'all, what do y'all think? First of all, I have to say, first and foremost, I'm not here to judge because that's their business. But I will say that was not Kirk Franklin's first time cussing. Not the way he
No, hell no.
he used that. Both of you all are parents. So let me hear from your perspective what you think about the whole situation.
Well, I just think that's how parents, I think that's how he talks in his household. It's nothing new. For you to cuss at your child like that, and for your child to feel comfortable cussing back at you, that means they done had it out several times. And that wasn't the first time.
But he's not a child. He's 30-some years old.
Well, you know what I'm saying? They've been cussing since he was a kid.
Okay. Titus?
I'm going to tell you straight up, like I said, I like to observe without judging. But from my personal experience, I went my whole adult life without cursing until I got custody of my teenage daughter 2 years ago. So now I curse all the damn time. I did not curse at all. And it sounded like Kirk was ready to give his son the right hand of righteousness and split his lips like the Red Sea.
Okay.
All I got to say.
Okay, so you think Kirk he didn't do anything wrong, right?
He didn't. No, see, he called his son a bitch ass nigga, and his son lived up to it by posting it.
Yeah.
I think it goes to another issue of we believe that people that's in the church are so good and holy that they don't cuss, they don't do nothing. And this exposes that, yeah, you different at home. Yeah, you one way at church and you know, that way at home.
Yeah, people seem to think
that kids are used to them cussing like that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it was a private matter. We don't know the history of it. Like, you know what? There's Kirk's side, there's his son's side, and then there's somewhere in the middle. Neither one of his hands are clean. You know what I mean? And I do think it's a family matter. I think he did it because of the celebrity of his father and to embarrass him. But I think my only thing is, like, again, Kirk cussed like he knew what he was doing. And when he told him he'd break his neck, I was like, whoo, that's a little too far.
Well, if you think about it, he knew that his dad was going to act that way. So he knew to record him. So that's how you know it's not the first time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The signs of a flaccid individual right there. That's man soft. And I forgot to ask, can we curse them? Because I accidentally let some words fly.
Because I always mark that my show is not for anybody under the age of 18.
Okay, because Kirk, like I said, I started cursing around 2 years ago when I got custody of my daughter. And when I tell you that it didn't sound right, I'm like, motherfucker. Nah, Kirk was fluid with what he said. So he's been cursing like that for a long time.
Right. Somebody said he's 33 years old. He's a grown man. He is a grown man. I agree. He's a grown man. But question for you two as well as the audience: do you think Kirk Franklin's career will survive this?
Absolutely.
He got street cred now.
Boom.
I know it's gonna be a bunch of hood dudes be like, "Oh, I can talk like that. They ain't go to church. Oh, I'm in there."
Oh, Kirk Franklin of blood. You know, blood of Christ. Y'all ain't know that? He showed up.
Hold on. I had to give you the rim shot. Can y'all hear that?
No.
Y'all...
She gave me the rim shot. I ain't hear it.
Oh man, what's going on with it today? I'm bummed out y'all couldn't hear my rim shot because that was a comment that deserved one.
Dang, you got prepaid effects?
No, so yes, I will move on from Kirk, but I got tickled by it the way he was cussing and when he said, I will break your neck. So I felt like I was really entertained.
All them skinny. I'm like, why you not feeding them?
Well, I know you ain't feeding, you call them skinny. I think young man needs some help. Whether what he's saying about his dad is true or not, he's troubled, I think. So because if the things he's saying about his dad are true, he needs help to address those. If they're not, he needs help to address whatever's going on.
Didn't he post that he's been in counseling since he was a kid or something like that?
He said his dad refuses to go to counseling, won't show up at the counseling, and
he said it wasn't consistent. He acknowledged that there was counseling, but he said it wasn't consistent.
Yeah, or something like that. So, but then his son said his dad was not speaking to TD Jakes, because TD Jakes tried to help and all this. It's just mess. But like you said, you can't put people in church above a pedestal and expect perfection. You're not going to find it. They're humans just like everybody else.
Correct.
So anybody who's super disheartened and crushed because Kirk Franklin is this great man of God and he broke my heart because he cursed, get over it and get over yourself.
Remember, didn't he come out years ago and say he was addicted to porn and shit?
Oh,
I saw my pastor at a porn store.
You got to be lying. Are you serious?
That's a whole different conversation.
Remember they had the DVD rentals? I had a membership. I rented him one day.
Oh no. Did you speak to him? Did you go speak to him?
Man, he put his head down and I ain't see him. He act like he ain't see me.
Oh wow. Hey, audience, chime in. Has anybody praised Beyonce? Kevin, I love him and Anthony because they go to the church of Beyonce. I know that's right. Praise Beyonce, Kevin. So yeah, I'm gonna bring Jade back in because this next topic will surely pertain to her. So we're talking about the stimulus checks and people losing their mind. And have y'all seen just everybody just posting about the stimulus checks, like to the extreme? And sad to say, it's mostly black people. And it's like we acting like we ain't never had nothing. What are y'all's thoughts on this? First of all, I don't want to know if you got one. But what's your thoughts on it? If you got one, they'll pass you some money.
I'm jealous. I'm like, shit, I ain't get $1,400. Fuck y'all.
Oh, wow, okay.
My thing is, this last year was such a horrible year. People having fun, cracking jokes. I'm a live and let live individual, and 90% of the jokes are played out and corny, but the 10% that hit, and I love it. So, and I mean, I'm watching my neighbors make sure they ain't posting it because they know who to rob.
You know what? I ain't thinking about you. Listen, I'm not saying people shouldn't be happy, but I think it's overboard. And then people arguing about money on Facebook. Facebook's a whole different beast. But
But
it's
did
just,
you when you see the guy who killed like 4 of his
yeah,
family members over the
that's,
$1,400? Like what the
that's what I
fuck?
was about to talk about right here. Here it is. Indianapolis family says argument over stimulus check preceded quadruple murder. Like that's when it's gone too far. It's $1,400. That's too far. So I don't know. So Jay,
How broke do you have to be to kill 4 people or $1,400?
Right. I know. Jay, do you want to chime in? Since you were late to the show because you got your stimulus check?
That's not why. I actually used my stimulus check to pay my bills off for the next couple months, so I'll be set. So I mean, it helped me.
That's good. Praise God.
Yeah, praise him. So I don't have to tell you this.
Praise Beyonce.
Right.
Beyonce. That's what we praying out, Beyonce.
Praise Beyonce.
So I don't have to pay you this week since you
I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to today.
Oh wow.
Anyway.
Holly don't let nothing go.
She don't, and I'm gonna hear about it. I'm gonna hear.
Oh, you definitely are gonna hear about it.
I'll take her cut.
So here's the thing, Titus. That's not only my assistant producer, that's my god baby. So yeah, she gonna hear it 2 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah. But we're gonna get off the stimulus check. All I'm saying is, yes, Titus, some of the jokes do hit, but some of them overboard. Somebody actually posted their tax return saying why they weren't gonna get a stimulus check. Like that's when I'm saying it's too much. Like your make a joke about it, but then don't tell your real financial business on social media. That's
somebody trying to brag to say, hey, I make too much money and I ain't getting a stimulus check. People like that, they horrible people. Fuck them.
Right, but even though Titus was joking about his neighbor, you better believe somewhere somebody is watching out for their neighbor, and they will be in their house while they home talking to them, stealing stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Everything ain't meant for social media. So well,
they'd be the first ones to come outside like, oh, I heard you got robbed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. If I see him on site, I'm gonna get him. If I see him on site. Did y'all watch the Grammys? I can already answer for you, Titus. I know you didn't. TJ, did you watch the Grammys?
Nah, I just can't get into nothing that's not really live no more. You know, if it ain't got an audience in it, I just can't watch it.
You watched it before?
Not really.
Exactly. Jay, did you watch?
I watched like the winning clips on YouTube and stuff, but I didn't watch the actual Grammys. I just watched the speeches.
Well, Megan Thee Stallion, spoke up and said it's not rigged. Do y'all think it's rigged?
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like airplay on the radio. You know, if you pay the DJ, they're gonna play your radio more. Or we all know that, like the Walk of Fame, that people pay to be on there, or different things like that. So we know it's rigged.
And here's the thing. Okay, I'll use the Oscars for instance. Somebody can get Actress of the Year, and they may not never work for 5 more years. So at the end of the day, what does it really mean when you get an award like that? Like, really, you get shine for a few minutes, you get to take home this statue, but does that really define your talent? Or does it really mean that Beyonce sings better than me? We all know Beyonce doesn't sing better than me.
You still on that, huh?
I look at it like this. Taylor Swift has, I don't know how many Grammys, but Snoop has 0. It's not about who makes the best music or who's the most talented. It's a brown nose industry,
Right.
Just like, people don't realize that you got to buy those stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Correct. That's what I'm just saying.
Hey.
But if you have to buy your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, then why do people have to wait? Are you saying you still get nominated, but when you get nominated, if you want it, you have to pay for it? Is that what you're saying?
No, there's some people that I can't remember the name, but I've been walking on Hollywood Boulevard. And I'm like,
I think if you like a major star, you don't have to. But if you somebody, like Holly, you could go buy you a star and be.
What you mean, somebody like Holly?
You could go buy you a star, and then we'll be walking down the street like, hey. It's Holly's star.
He didn't mean offense. He's like someone who's
I'm saying you could go get you a star. Why you getting all upset at me?
Someone who's talented.
Get you a star and you got an attitude with me.
Trust me, Titus, he meant it exactly how it came out. I see
you. Star.
I see you, CJ. So, I mean, to me, it's just symbolic. That's the way I look at it. It's symbolic. It's something. It's a way to rack up money. I don't know. Who knows? Do you think that the Weeknd and the others who abandoned the Grammys are right?
The Weeknd can't do shit for me after that Super Bowl performance.
What'd you say, Titus?
Yeah, no, because the Weeknd, he didn't want to speak up about this BS until he felt snubbed. You know, there's a lot of artists that they get snubbed and it's like, oh, it's racist, or oh, it's this and it's that. And I'm like, okay, where was this before? But now that it affects you personally, you want to speak out. Mm-hmm. Miss me.
Right, miss me with the bullshit. I'll finish this one for you. Okay. Well, speaking of bullshit, this past week, I guess it was a high school basketball coach that called a player the N-word and then said he did so because he was in diabetic shock.
So that was an announcer. That was an announcer for up in Oklahoma, a girls basketball team, and they were kneeling for the national anthem. And he's like, "Are they kneeling? I hope they get their asses whooped, fucking niggers. Are they?" And it's just like, first of all, you're talking during the anthem. You're such a patriot. And secondly, that's why they're kneeling, because of people like you.
Correct.
And it's like, you're going to blame it on diabetes? You had a better chance blaming it on Tourette's.
Yeah. I mean, exactly, though, for real. He should have blamed it on that diabetes. Right. I mean, I've never seen anybody in a diabetic shock or low sugar or whatever just randomly calling out racist statements.
Remember Wilford Brimley in his commercials? I have diabetes.
Exactly. In his commercial where I have diabetes. Like, he didn't say that. Jay, what you got going on in your background?
I know.
I'm mad they laughed when you did it, but not when I did it.
Right. You might not have heard it. Who knows?
She got company over.
Right. And then late and interrupted my show.
That's what she did with that money. Yeah, she's throwing a party right now.
It's joy.
Exactly.
It's my.
It's what?
It's joy.
Oh, so Papa John's, he did it a couple weeks ago. He said that after he said the N-word thing, it took him 20 months to rid himself of the N-word.
Wow.
How much was he saying it for it to take that long? And secondly, an ass whooping could have got that out of his vernacular in 30 seconds.
Right, in 20 seconds instead of 20 months.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I'm over the whole say it, then say, oh, teach me, educate me. I need to learn. Don't hate me. It was a mistake. I didn't mean it. I'm over that.
It's not our responsibility to educate.
Exactly. Do you accept the apologies when they're done?
Oh, absolutely. The fuck no.
Oh, I was like,
no.
Okay. Are there any times where there will be a pass? That somebody should get a pass?
No, absolutely not. There's no passes. I don't care if you white, brown, red, yellow. There's no passes on that.
Now, my question is there a pass on so the ER are just a nigga, right? Because we live in this hip hop generation where you can't get mad at a white boy because he's singing along with Paris, like the song Paris and Nigga, the whole chorus is nigga.
One thing is singing along, but another thing is to say it, and I won't even go with that. You around me, you don't even get to sing it along. Like I will turn around, I will mute the music and turn around and watch you say it. Like,
yeah,
no passes.
It's time to censor yourself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's so crazy. Is just I think we're at that generation where we still offended by it. But what I noticed is that younger generation is not offended by it. I was at the mall a while ago, and I heard nigga. And I looked up, it was a group of white boys. But I mean, they had some black friends with them. But the white kids were saying the N-word, like it was just like a whole, everybody was saying it. I was just like.
I was at an open mic one night downtown. I can't even remember the name of it. The Clown House or some type. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So this guy came in and he was saying it, and I turned around and he was with a bunch of black guys and he was saying, and they was okay with it. And I had to school him and like, this is bad. I don't care. This is not okay. It's not okay for you to say it. It's not okay for y'all to be with him and not correct him. about saying I don't care if it's with an A at the end, ER, what it is. It's not. It's never okay.
Never.
Just like
Yeah.
I wouldn't use the derogatory word
Well,
towards the racist.
it's so funny because it keeps dropping, right? So like my grandfather slapped me for saying nigga,
Mm.
right? Because he was like, you don't ever say that word, not even to another black man. But then my dad's generation was calling each other niggas because it's cool. And then our generation calling each other niggas cool. So now you're seeing the next generation calling other races N word and they send it back to them like it's cool.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, in about 20, 30 years, don't be
Everybody
surprised
gonna
if
be
that's like dude. Don't not be surprised if that word is just like dude.
My daughter got in trouble in school last year because a Latino boy kept saying it, and then when she said, "Hey, stop it," because he kept saying it in front of the teacher. Teacher did nothing. My daughter stepped on and said, "Hey, you need to stop." And he said the word for his race, the B word that they use. He said, "They bees can say nigger," and then he looked at my daughter and goes, and no, he said can say nigger. And then he looked at my daughter and goes, "Nigger." And then my daughter backhanded him and then started throwing the hands. And I had to come up to the school.
Oh, funny.
I don't blame you. Did she get suspended?
See, she had gotten suspended no, she didn't get suspended either time. Because it was a 2-week span. A boy called her the B word. The boy that she was in love with called her the B word, and she beat the crap out of him. And I had to come shadow. And then 2 weeks later, this boy called her the N word, and she got in trouble, but he didn't.
Yeah,
Because
I got a problem
the
with
staff
that.
said it's just the word.
I got a problem with that, and I got a problem with the fact that the teacher said nothing. The teacher should have been suspended.
The teacher didn't say anything until my daughter tried to stomp him when he was on the ground. That's when the teacher tried to.
Of course, an angry black woman. Of course. So, all right, we're gonna move on from that before my blood pressure. My blood pressure goes up. We'll take a quick break on that one. Jay, did anybody get the correct answer?
Yeah. Well, we had a couple. Some people said it for like individuals, and some people said it for couples.
Okay, so who was the first right answer, whether it was individual or couple? Who got the first right answer?
Daniel Nesbitt.
Okay. So Daniel, do me a favor. Go in my inbox on Instagram or Facebook and give me your email address so that I can send you a gift card on Facebook or Instagram. Inbox me your email address. Not right now because you better not leave the show. When the show is over, inbox me your email address and I will send you a gift card. What was the correct answer, Jade, for individual?
75,000.
Oh. What is it for couples? 150,000? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, there you have it. On a serious note, on a little bit more, on a more serious note, this week, Tamir Rice's mother spoke out after Little Baby's performance at the Grammys, and she said she's tired of celebrities and activists using the death of their children for clout and fame and money. And what do y'all think about that?
That's been going on since whenever I could remember. I'm from Los Angeles and I was here, in 91 during the riots. So, a lot of people think the riot started off with Rodney King, but it also started off I forgot her name, the girl who got killed, got shot by the Koreans. And their rappers used to use her name all the time and stuff like that. So it's what it is. People still gonna bring up stuff. So, I mean,
yeah, I'm not saying not bring it up, but I think she was pissed because of that whole. Again, I didn't watch the Grammys, but I saw some clips of the whole big performance where the Black Lives Matter people were there and different things. And his mom was like, "But for what? What are y'all really doing? What are you really doing for justice for our kids?"
what does she want? Does she want like them to?
She just wants them to stop. Like, stop doing it for clout. Like, do it when the camera ain't on and when it means something, is what she's trying to say. But then Sean King came against her and pretty much villainized her, which I thought was awful, but he's a whole different issue. Titus, what are your
Talcum X freaking villainized her?
Wow. Yes. Well, yeah. He was trending on Twitter yesterday because he was taken up for Kamara, whatever the lady's name that was on the award show, but in taking up for her, he villainized Tamir Rice's mom.
I know Martin Luther King is not trying to freaking villainize her. She had a point. It's like that's her baby. Her baby was unjustly murdered by a police officer who swore to serve and protect. and people are using his image and his name. But what are they doing for the family? What are they doing for children like him? It's all for clout. It's no different than, I'm about to ruffle some feathers, the Black Lives Matter organization. They made 90 million last year, but they have how many charitable contributions towards Black causes?
Speak on it. Speak on it.
I'm saying. And listen, some of the celebrities, I forgot who it was that set up a scholarship fund for George Floyd's daughter. Those type of people can talk about it. They can talk about it. Martin Luther King. They can talk about it because they're doing something. I don't know. I just feel her, and I'm really upset about Sean King though. Like at the end of the day, you stay out of it. You know, let her vent and say what she needs to say. She lost a child, not you.
Thank you.
Correct.
So
that was something that didn't need to be responded to. Like you don't respond to it.
Yeah, just let her vent. And
let her vent.
That's a hurt mother. You can't.
Exactly.
You can't.
Right.
Exactly. That's coming from a place of hurt. So I think that she should speak out, and it was nothing wrong if that's how she felt, and maybe somebody will listen. Lil Baby did respond and say, you know, he was doing it to bring awareness and this and that. He got a dope song. Have y'all heard the song? Thinking in Black and White. And then it's a dope song. Y'all have to listen. Why are you laughing at me?
Because you sound like the old auntie who tried to rap with that. I'm just saying, you mumbled the lyrics like.
So he just said, I didn't have enough talent to get a star on the Walk of Fame unless I paid for it. And now he said I sound like somebody's auntie, grandma.
No, he didn't. He
said, "Say grandma." See how you adding extras to it?
Old auntie. Thank you, Titus, for clarifying it. But Titus had enjoyment out of saying that. He got enjoyment out of calling me old. That's fine.
You only saying that because it's true.
Jay, can we disconnect every guest on the panel? Whatever. I don't know the song, but it's a dope song. Just listen to it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Since we're talking about the Grammys, we have another trivia question that will pop up, and a multiple choice. Titus and CJ, if you know, don't say the answer out loud, but we'll let you answer in a minute. Who is the youngest Grammy winner ever? Was it A, Tanya Tucker, B, Charlotte Church, C, Leanne Rimes, D, Leah Saul?
I've only heard of one of those people.
Who is the youngest Grammy winner ever? Tanya Tucker, Charlotte Church, Leanne Rimes, Leah Pasal. Put your answers in the comment section. First one to answer correctly wins a mug and a mask. The comedian HaHa Holly mug and mask. So put your answers in the comment section. Don't everybody rush because you want that mask and cup so bad.
And all of those are real names?
All of those are
look
real
like
names.
porn names.
All of the look like porn names. Well, you know, Blue Ivy got a Grammy, so she's the second youngest person at 9 years old. Yeah.
And you remember what Carrie Hilson said about Beyonce years ago?
No, what? I mean, I know she said something, but I don't remember what she said.
It was like 2009. She was like, Beyonce needs to go sit down somewhere and have some babies. And then you go, well, she had a baby that got a Grammy before you.
Ooh, damn.
Well, you know, she was part of the cancel culture because when Trump was talking his stuff, she kind of defended him this year. Did y'all?
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she was kind of defending him a little bit. Oh, when Twitter banned him.
Yeah, she said that stupid shit. Like,
yeah, she was saying he has a right to say he shouldn't be banned and all.
Well, look, you got to look beyond the surface. I'm not agreeing with her, but when Twitter banned him, that opened the door where they're going to start censoring and banning a lot of us. Yeah. I didn't hear what she said, but scratching the surface, when that happened, that's what I was like. Yeah, that opens the door for a lot of us getting banned. You know,
it's a private platform. You know. So it's just like if someone come in your house and they being disrespectful, you could kick them out. That's your choice. Mm-hmm. So Twitter has a choice to say, hey, we don't like what you're saying on our platform. You could go use another platform. You ain't got to use Twitter. That's your choice.
Because a lot of speeches, especially powerful like Black speeches on YouTube, have been censored.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's why you could come out with your own YouTube.
Or labeled as hate speech. Something about Black empowerment is labeled as hate speech.
We could come up with Black. We could come up with Black too. Like, remember Black Planet?
And where is Black Planet now?
I know.
Okay. That's all I'll say.
The black people meet.
Don't let me find out you're on Black People Meet.
Right.
But you know what, Titus, that brings up the point we kind of talked about it last week, and that is the council culture. And one of the things I always say is people are so sensitive. It's going to get to a point where comments not going to be able to say anything.
Nope.
We've already certain things we can't say now, and I think it's going to get to the point if we keep being so sensitive about little things. I'm not saying like real hate speeches and stuff, but every little simple thing, it's going to get to a time where nothing's going to be funny anymore, and everything's going to get you banned.
I don't understand why people go to comedy shows and get offended. You know, comics says, "Oh, don't talk about it." It's like, why did you come? Seriously.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. It's called comedy for laughs. You know, I'm never gonna say something just like totally vicious and racist and all that, but I might, you know, tell a little joke about the 600-pound white people, because that's what I like to do. But it doesn't mean that I'm being cruel. I'm telling a joke because I myself have a weight problem, but people don't understand that. So.
Yeah. I cracked the joke on myself, and someone was like, "Oh, don't say that." And it's just like, I can't even talk about me.
Yeah. No, I get it. Everybody's sensitive, so be careful. But yeah, Carrie Hilson still, she should have shut him out though.
Correct.
Yeah, she shouldn't have said nothing about it.
She used to date Serge Ibaka. That's like he's straight from the Congo. Yeah.
Yeah, but he let her go too, didn't he? But Carrie Hilson can sing though. She got a nice voice. She just once she said that about Beyonce, she should have known her career was over because Jay-Z made a phone call and said she'll never have.
You don't say nothing about Beyonce.
Beehive.
You don't say shit about Beyonce.
Right. So everybody says that my little logo looks like Blue Ivy, and I'm scared that the where is it?
You know what? When I first saw it, I was like, she is in love with Blue Ivy. I was like, that's crazy.
No, that's me. But I'm like, the Beehive gonna come against me and say, hi, yeah. But anyway, Beyonce could pay me $20.2 million, and I will take that picture down. But any other way, not. So y'all, now I'm gonna have what I call my favorite segment of the show, and that is I need answers. So I scroll through the news every week, and I find little things that are funny. And why would we talk about Kirk Franklin? I need answers.
Hold on. That's Kirk. That's Kirk.
Kirk Franklin kissing.
That looks photoshopped.
That looks like Lieutenant Frank Drebin from Naked Gun.
That looks photoshopped though.
It's not Photoshop. That's him kissing Billy Graham's hands. So what I need answers. What do we think about that?
Billy Graham is a legend.
I think that reeks of yes, massa. Just being honest.
Somebody said you can't touch the Lord's anointed.
I mean, certain people you gotta look up to. Billy Graham.
I'm not kissing nobody's.
That's the motherfucker in church. You gotta.
When I meet the Lord Himself for real, I'll kiss His ring. But until then, no man standing on stage telling me God told me to tell you to kiss my ring. I'm gonna say, well, God told me to tell you what you can kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I need answers.
All betwixt the crack.
In between the eggs.
New York man convicted because he had a backyard pool full of sharks.
Oh, that's dope.
You know, I want to say, I know he wasn't one of us, but the last time I heard about somebody in New York with some animal, it was a black man with a whole tiger in his apartment named Ming, and the tiger got mad and chewed his ass up.
In his apartment in New York?
He had a whole tiger in an apartment in New York. You know, those apartments the size of a matchbox.
And was it a grown tiger?
It was a grown tiger.
Oh, wow.
I don't see nothing wrong with the sharks in the pool. What's wrong with that?
It's illegal. It's illegal.
First of all, it's illegal.
Weed was illegal too, but look at it now.
Okay. Hey. You know what? Something's wrong with that picture. Shark, what you gonna do now? You can't get in your pool. Like, what pleasure are you getting out of having a pool full of sharks?
You don't know what type of shark it was, though. It could be like a friendly shark.
Friendly.
There's some sharks that's friendly.
Well, how about you go to New York swimming and tell me how it was, if they were friendly or not?
He could have been selling them. He could have been selling them as pets. He could have been using them for their cartilage. A lot of people eat shark cartilage. You never know.
Now we going.
Daniel said you can't get high off a shark. How do you know that, Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel, have you tried it? Have you gotten high off a shark or tried to get high off a shark?
It's like some fish that you can get high off of though.
What? I need answers.
Pufferfish. You know, dolphins.
Yeah, there's some shark. There's some fish you can get high off of.
Dolphins. They observed that some dolphins passing around a frightened pufferfish. They were passing it around. They were getting high off of it.
Shut up, Titus.
See, Holly, your guests this week are educated.
Mm-hmm. It releases those toxins. So, look it up.
Oh, Daniel said no. He hasn't tried to smoke a shark before. He's too scared. So, another thing I need answers on. Baby shark, Kevin, you silly. Since we were talking about the Grammys, Drake said there would be no him if it wasn't for Bow Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we think Drake fell and hit his head?
Nah, man. People got to understand. As whack as Bow Wow is now, because he be taking L's every day. Bow Wow was Mr. 106 in Park for a long
People forget how popular he was
at one point
in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm. He was. So he inspired. Drake probably looked up to him. A lot of people looked up to him. They just don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to admit it, but he was the man back then.
Hey, I used to look up to Tyrese. I would go see any movie because he was in it.
I want to see my baby.
And now I'm just like, you know, like seeing him cry and all that stuff. I'm like, that ain't what you said to do in your book that I bought. So
wait a minute, did you see his audition, his Django audition that was going around the internet?
The audition for Django?
Please, anybody watching, if you need a good ass laugh, go to YouTube and put in Tyrese Django audition.
For Denzel, for Jamie Foxx character? Yes,
please.
Oh God.
Please, if you want to laugh.
I couldn't even see nobody else doing that but Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
Well, Anthony Hamilton looked like the part.
Anthony Hamilton. Who's Anthony Hamilton?
Oh Lord, y'all.
The comedian, Blackish.
Ain't no. That's Anthony Anderson. I'm talking about the singer.
Right. Okay. Oh, Anthony Hamilton.
Anthony Hamilton looked like he was baptized in a bowl of collard greens.
You know what? You better leave him alone. But he can sing though.
Yeah, he can.
Oh,
I'm just saying, he looked the part.
He got that deep Southern soul.
That deep Southern fried soul. Yes.
Well, why can't I sing? I got deep Southern fried soul.
Watch out, Beyonce.
What's that face, Titus? You on the toilet? You got boo-boo?
No, but you made me feel like I have to.
All right. And the last thing I need answers on, y'all, this right here is major. So little Camille Winbush that used to be on the Bernie Mac show now has her OnlyFans page. And Cal Hamilton, who was on episode 1, he was making a joke out of this. He was pretending he was looking at her. Then he had Bernie Mac looking at him. But how do we feel like seeing this little girl now on OnlyFans? Like, do you feel dirty looking at it, fellas?
Personally, I do. But she's a grown
I think there's a misconception about OnlyFans, right? People think
CJ, I had to blur the picture out. What misconception?
That's Photoshop.
I blurred it out.
Oh. Can you send me the original?
On Instagram.
He needs to investigate. Come on,
I need to investigate this more deeply.
So
send me the link for OnlyFans.
No, Titus said he feels bad. But CJ,
to me, she's still 12.
Right.
But she's a grown woman. She's entitled.
Everybody was 12 at one point.
Yeah, but I mean, we saw her growing up on TV. I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Man, you saw Beyonce growing up too.
Beyonce older than me. Well, you know what? She was older than me in the beginning, and then somehow we became the same age. And after
Beyonce 50 years old, y'all.
Her man, like 200.
Hey, I was in here. I was talking to Frank Sinatra. I said, "You ain't got Beyonce? How was Beyonce?" He said, "Beyonce, 176 years old."
I know. Beehive, go after him. It's Titus Ricard on Instagram.
I was not involved in that, Beehive.
No,
Holly
started it saying that she was 50, and I just
praise God, Beyonce.
You know what? Question. I'm not thinking about y'all. So we 1 year into the pandemic. So
yeah,
what name? Yeah, I know, right? But name something positive that you got out of the pandemic. Not the pandemic, but the lockdown.
I think it made you realize that you couldn't just have one stream of income, right? So I think a lot of people end up starting their own businesses and realizing that they had to have other sources of money coming in, and that you need to have a stockpile of toilet paper.
Why you bullshitting? I actually do. In my storage house, I got so much toilet paper and napkins and stuff. I didn't even realize. I thought I was ordering a 1 pack of napkins. I got a big ass 50-pack box of them. Sorry. Yeah. Titus.
Pandemic. It was sort of kind of the pandemic and the protests of last year. The positive thing that I got out of it, I got a lot of people that I don't need to associate with in my life out of it because I see how they truly feel and where they stand about us.
Yep.
Because they remained silent. I got muted. I got deleted or muted by so many people from my job. So many people. And what's crazy, now with the current social climate, now those people are asking me to stand with them while they ignored us.
Yeah.
Well, that's facts.
Yeah, facts. And you know what?
I think last year kind of exposed a lot too. I think last year exposed a lot. Like you saw who your true friends was. You just got to see a lot of you got to know what was fake and what's real.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I shed tears over one person. It was a comment. And when I saw her page, and then she was on the Parlor page, and some of the things she was saying, and I thought so much of her, I really shed tears. It really hurt. Like that one hurt me. So yeah, I let go of some people too. Yeah, I let
put
go
a tea bag in hot water. It shows its true colors.
That's smart, Titus. That's a good one. I don't like to give you too much credit, but you said something smart right there. So anything else out of the pandemic?
Spirituality.
Spirituality. Yes.
My whole life has changed.
I know. You can talk about it. You found love.
Porn can be addictive.
Titus found love and spirituality. CJ, what did you find?
I said porn could be addictive.
Can be.
You found that porn could be addictive?
Well, you ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got shit else to do during the day.
Hey, you were stockpiling on toilet paper. You were stockpiling on Jergens.
You know what? Stockpiling on Jergens. But CJ, what was your excuse before the pandemic? Why were you addicted to porn then?
What are you talking about? I never watched porn before the pandemic.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna spit on camera. Made me laugh.
Okay.
Not that much. There's alcohol kicking in.
What you drinking on?
Got some libations.
It's called Golden Drac. It's a beer.
Golden what?
Golden Drac. I didn't want to say the name because they ain't paying me, Holly.
It sounds like R. Kelly P. Is what?
Drip, drip, drip.
You just took it to a whole.
I did. So what are y'all watching? What are y'all watching now?
Yo, I found something that I didn't hear. It came out in 2016 and 2017. It's called Underground. I know people are tired of the slave narrative, but it's about the Underground Railroad, and it's actually pretty dope. It's got Journey Smollett, Aldous Hodge, who should be on the same level as Michael B. Jordan because he's just as talented, if not better. But I think we know why. But
it's only like 2 seasons though, bro. Don't get too wrapped up in it.
Yeah, it's only 2 seasons. And Snowfall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Snowfall, my shit. Can't wait for the night episode.
So so let's talk about Snowfall. No spoilers. But I binged it because I hadn't watched it. So I binged all 4 seasons, and then I couldn't wait for this new season to start. First 2 episodes, I was highly disappointed. Were you, CJ? What about you?
First season, really dope.
Yeah, I'm waiting so I can just have a lazy day and just binge.
Yeah, I'm gonna binge the rest of it, and maybe that's why I was so hyped because I binged it. So that's what I'm gonna do because I was so disappointed with the first 2 episodes, and I was like,
I love the first 2 episodes.
Oh wow, I didn't think it was.
You know what's good if y'all got Showtime is the Judge.
Your Honor.
Your Honor. Yeah, the Honor.
Yeah.
The judicial system. I ain't watching
it. It is so good.
It's Bryan Cranston though, and you know what? I binged watched Breaking Bad because somebody, oh, Didi was the one that told me before you watch Your Honor, watch Breaking Bad because you'll have a whole different respect for Bryan Cranston. But that's
You know what's good too? On Netflix, that TV show, Georgia and Jenna.
Jenny and Georgia. Georgia and
Yeah,
Jenny.
that shit is good.
I haven't watched that.
Showing my soft side.
I
Did
never
y'all
saw
watch,
Breaking Bad. I never saw Sons of Anarchy. Never seen a single episode of any.
What?
You should watch Breaking Bad. I just finished binging that, and what I'm watching now is See that? Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah.
It just seems weird to me because that Bryan Cranston to me will always be the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. You know?
I know. It takes you a while to get adjusted, but once you get adjusted to that, him being in Breaking Bad, now you only see him as a Breaking Bad person and stuff.
Yeah, he's dope in Breaking Bad. But CJ,
But
did you know
gotta watch Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, I've never watched that either.
That is the best shit. Besides The Wire.
I was about to say better than The Wire.
No, it's like second to The Wire.
Okay.
I might try to watch it.
That good?
That's good. It's that good, bro.
Okay.
So CJ, did you know they had a spinoff to Breaking Bad called Better Call Saul about the lawyer?
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I tried to get into that. I couldn't get into it.
I'm in the third season. Go back and keep watching. It's so good. It's good.
Okay. I'll start watching porn and watch that.
What'd you say, Titus?
Is The Walking Dead still a thing?
I don't know. Is The Walking Dead still on?
It's on its last season.
Oh,
because I stopped watching the season that they finally caught Negan, and I just never heard of it. I remember you couldn't get on Facebook because people were spoiling it. Then no one ever mentioned it.
It's on its last season.
I know. Breaking Bad is so good. I know.
That's my sister.
That's your sister. Well, tell your brother that he needs to watch Breaking Bad.
You know how I got into Breaking Bad?
Huh?
I got laid off and I didn't have shit to do, so I just laid there all day and watched Breaking Bad.
Really? No porn whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying. He set it up too, Titus. He said he just laid there
right
all day. We know good and well.
I just laid there and watched Breaking Bad because it's hard at first. When you first start watching Breaking Bad,
it's hard at first. You hear that, Titus? It's hard. I'm laying down. It's hard at first. You just probably should stop talking. Everything you saying is
I hate you. I hate you right now.
I know you do. You hate me and you love me.
Breaking Bad or Breaking Backs. We know what you're really watching.
Big booty
or Breaking Finger.
Big booty Breaking Bad. Volume
headboards.
Breaking Bad, big booties. You said breaking headboards. Listen. Speaking of, I say this every week on my show, so the people who've been watching, it's still happening. My neighbors have sex 3-4 times a day. And the bed bangs and the moans. I thought it was my next door neighbor. It's not even next door. It's next door and on top of the next door neighbor. I can hear it that loudly.
They must be young.
I don't know. 3 times
because they ain't learned the pillow trick yet.
Right. You can switch places with me because I don't get any sleep because there's a cat outside my apartment getting the 9 lives fucked out of it every night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you ever hear cat sex? It ain't like human sex.
Yeah, it's loud. You should call the animal control.
No.
Watch animal control. Call animal control.
Why you gonna put the animals because they get their own? You hate them.
That's like you calling the police because your neighbor.
I put a note on her door, and the next step is me calling the police. And I think somebody's being murdered upstairs. I keep hearing screams.
Have you ever heard your neighbors, but they sounded so good that you was like, hold up.
No, that's what I was gonna say. That's the thing. If it was, but her moans don't match the headboard bangs.
Oh, she probably faking it.
That's what everybody say. Fake
probably
it.
be done thinking she white or black.
I ain't never seen it.
Vibrate after that.
You don't even know what they look like?
No, I don't know what they look like, but I yelled through the wall one day, it can't be that damn good. Because it was off kilter.
Could be.
Well, whatever, CJ.
Well, just tell them, just go give them a pillow and tell them to put it behind the headboard.
My note was very nice. It says, "Hi, could you please move your bed so that I don't have to hear it banging against the walls, as I know the walls are thin because I can hear your moans every day."
So go write another note and say, put a pillow behind your headboard.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Jay.
I done gave you some jewels today. I done told you how you could get to a store, how you could stop with the banging of the sex, and how you shouldn't call the police on cats.
Jay, who answered correctly for the nobody?
Nobody said the right answer.
Oh my gosh. What was the right answer?
Because they already know
It
she's not her
was
daughter.
D.
D, and her name was something Caesar.
Leah
is-
Passion or
Leah.
something.
Yeah, Leah Patsy. What did she sing?
That's fake.
I don't think she sung.
She's probably not a singer.
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
she
She's a
was like
porn star.
something.
so nobody won that prize. Did nobody even try? So that's
Well, people
great.
tried,
A
but
stimulus check.
answer.
They got that stimulus check and they don't care no more.
What's some of the answers you did get, Jade?
Somebody said C. They said Charlotte, and then somebody said some kind of sisters. The person.
Sisters. That wasn't even an option, was it?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone said Charlotte Tucker. Someone
Oh,
said
you could write in.
Times,
They
Blue
write in the
Ivy,
comments.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. It said
Whatever you call it, huh?
I said they said Blue Ivy, and then someone said Penny off Good Times.
But there was a multiple choice list.
I know.
Yeah, they was. I don't even know what they were starting to bring answers from.
Yeah, multiple choice. Sorry. I might want to call. Who said Michael Jackson?
Andrea Vaughn.
Your mama said Michael Jackson. Sorry. Yeah.
She's
Well,
laughing because she think it's funny.
Yeah, you think it's funny. But now we're gonna come to my second favorite part of the show, where it's all about you two, and it's called Drop Some Gems. So this is a segment where both of you get up to 3 minutes to do whatever you want. Tell us whatever you want. Who wants to go first?
Let the gentleman go.
All right, CJ, you gonna go first?
I'm gonna just give you some advice.
Okay, well hold on. We'll get the stage all to yourself.
You should clear your history because people could see what you were looking at on the internet. Bye. That's my 3 minutes. I'm done.
I mean, hey, that was real stuff. You really should clear your history. Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
As an IT guy, trust me, I done seen some shit on people's computers.
But how do you clear your history, CJ?
It depends on what browser you're using. So there's different options. But there's this thing called Google that'll help you out on that.
Are you being a smartass?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, CJ. Be right back with you. All right. Next up, we're going to have Titus drop some gems.
All right. So I just wanted to talk about the importance of dental hygiene. Honestly, especially for those of you over 35 that are out in these streets eating ass. First of all, if you're over 35 and you still eating ass, you didn't just start doing it. Your freak body has been doing that for a minute. And if you ain't getting routine cleanings, you do for an infection. You know, you're gonna get pink tooth. You know, you're gonna be in the bathroom putting eye drops in your mouthwash. And I mean, personally, I don't eat ass. I don't understand the whole ass eating community, but one would think to afford a healthy and active ass eating lifestyle, you should have an affordable dental plan. Because otherwise, that's probably why a lot of these guys out here breath smell like hot ass on a summer day. So that's my word for you. And also, seriously, if you're over 35, you may want to consider stop doing that because your mouth and your tongue don't move the same no more. You know, you pass your prime, and these young boys out there eating booty off the bone. You know, they like Dougie Fresh, just on the booty hole. So hang it up. I'm tired of my day. We wouldn't even admit to jacking off, and now these young kids brag about eating ass, and I'm not here for it. I'm against it completely, and that's all I'm gonna say. If you eat ass, you cannot eat off any forks, spoons, cups, plates in my place. I have a plastic cutlery for you. That's it.
You know what? And I'm questioning whether you lying or not.
Oh, nah, I got references. I don't eat ass.
Oh,
I do not.
Okay.
You eat pussy?
What, CJ?
Anything less would be uncivilized.
So he answered your question, CJ. He
I know
answered.
he did.
Exactly.
But I mean, sometimes when you're doing that, it might creep down.
I even make sure my beard stay out. I ain't trying to get steam cleaned.
When you're getting all into it,
I don't go near it.
Especially when you're doing it from the back, you know.
See, that's what I'll never do. See, you're gonna get pink eye.
I'm not saying I did it. I do it. I'm just saying.
Your prepaid effects be kind of late. We need them to be quicker.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, whatever. I've enjoyed having both of you all on the show today. I really do have a special place in my heart for you both. And
that.
I know.
Make it right. That make it right.
Yeah, CJ Titus, I'm lying about you. No, I'm just playing. I got a special place in my heart for both of y'all. Hang out backstage. I'll be back with y'all in a moment.
Backstage page?
Lord, I'll be back with y'all in a minute. So, Jay, I finished the full episode 8. You finished some of episode 8. We made it through the episode. Would you like to tell everybody why you were late again?
Yeah, time just got away from me, but I mean, I'm not dwelling in the past. I'm here. We finished our 8th show, and I'm happy. So
I'm dwelling in the past. Well, and I'm getting that ass. How about that? I love you, though. I love you anyway. So, everybody, yes, thank you for watching today. We don't have sponsors. We sponsor ourselves. And so that's why I would like to remind you to go by teespring.com and purchase your HaHa merchandise. We have t-shirts, sweatshirts, tank tops, masks. Purchase so that we may stay on the air. Also, Jade has some jewels on her site, Playful Gems Art, on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah. I don't have the pictures to those either because she was late sending me those. I'll have those up next week. But again, we sponsor ourselves. So please go out and get your merchandise. All right.
If you were here watching the first couple shows, then you saw them. So, and you can always go check out my Facebook and my Instagram.
Yeah, we can do that. Here's her Facebook and Instagram handle. We can do that. Next week we'll have her merchandise up. Everybody, do me a huge favor. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the page. Like, share, comment. Tell somebody about the show. We're here every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We give away gifts. We have fun. We cut up. You never know what we might talk about. But the main thing is hit subscribe on YouTube or like on Facebook. And I will love you much. Until then, we will see you next week. Bye. Funny girls coming your way. She's got